Let's start with a staggering number. Last year, Mayo Clinic was involved with almost 13,000 active human research studies involving thousands of volunteers, and much of that work happens right here. We're on the 7th floor of the Charlton Building in Rochester, and today we're going to meet Beth Postier, who is one of 30 clinical research nurses. She's right down the hall, so let's go meet her. Hi, Beth.
Hey, good morning, Axel.
Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
So what is it that you do here?
Well, I'm an RN on the Clinical Research Center, and what we do is we implement research protocols on patients, and my role as an RN is to assure that we maintain patient safety, and I'm also patient advocate for them. Another role that is a very important role for us is to develop flow sheets. The nurses do. So we receive a protocol that an investigator has developed, and then we as nurses need to pull out the tasks and the procedures that pertain to us as nursing. And that's an enjoyable role for me.
That sounds like a lot of variety, Beth. What does a typical day look like for you?
Today, well, I have several patients that I have, and some of them will receive a special medication that they have for, it's an infection that they have, and so I'll be giving them medication, taking some blood, monitoring them while I give the medication.
Help me understand this, Beth. So these are people that have agreed to be part of a study, and you are helping them through that process?
Correct. Some of the patients have a disease, and then we also have patients that are normal, healthy patients that are coming in volunteering just to help mankind. This is our venipuncture room, and as you can see, it gets lots of activity. We have multiple blood draws a day. We have urines that we collect.
What's it like to interact with these patients?
For some of them, we are their last hope. You know, for a lot of the oncology patients, or we have for the ALS patients, there's nothing else for them, and we kind of have that thing that possibly could help them. So it's just really exciting to think that we could possibly help them and nobody else can.
So you're involved in many of these studies. Do you ever become attached to what the results might be?
It's interesting how what we see in the patient, we think, boy, this is really working. And then you come to find out that it really didn't make any difference. It made a difference maybe for that one patient, but overall the statistics part of it, it had no effect. So they no longer give the drug, or they changed it, and you know, that's disappointing to us because we think, how can that be?
Beth, how do you feel like you're helping Mayo advance its mission? How do you make a difference?
Well, I think we're pretty important because, you know, we're one of the shields with research. We work very closely together. We really have to rely on each other because we may be off the floor and there's still a patient that needs to be cared for. So you have to ask your teammate, a nurse, or one of the RSTs to help you out, to get a vital sign, collect some blood, collect some urine, whatever.
If you had to pick one thing you look forward to every single day, what is that?
It's probably change. You know, when I come, I don't know what my day is going to be like. And I always say the best part about my job is I don't have to change jobs because it changes all the time. And, you know, I've been here almost 24 years and never is a day the same.
Let's see another room.
Okay. And this is our GI suite, and the GI patients is a large population that we study, and for these patients many times they're fed like a radioactive meal, and this is a scanner that can be placed in, and it just to see how their gut metabolizes or how they're digesting the food, and we interact and interface with a lot of different areas, and so you have to be pretty flexible, I guess is the term I want to use, and accommodating to people. It's like we have 2 people that we serve. We serve the patient, that's number one, but then we also have the investigator that's who we serve, and we want to make sure that our research is accurate, so we run around with stopwatches because, you know, we try to get everything to the minute.
Well, thanks, Beth, for taking the time to show us around. I know you're very busy. We'll let you get back to probably several studies you're working on.
Yes, I'm happy to show you around. Thank you.
Thank you.